Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Chris Bruner here with Chris Bruner Photography. So today I would like to introduce a new product I have which I'm super excited about. It's a folio that I've created which is entitled Looking for the Sun. So a couple of things about this folio that I want to go through. So the folio includes 12 black and white photographs. They're 8 by 10 inches and they're all images which is part of the series Looking for the Sun. So the metamorphosis of the title of this series is actually in the folio. It's a write-up that I included, so it'll actually talk through how I derived that title. But it's essentially 12 photos from my series that have all been taken at Pawleys Island, South Carolina, really over the last 20 years. So I started this series about 20 years ago, and I have chipped away at it and chipped away at it, and I finally reached a point to where, hey look, I just needed to get some things together. So this is 12 images of the 40 some odd images that I have in the series. Okay, so a little behind the scenes look at the assembly of one of the folios. So the folio itself is just it's a black folder that I had printed up. I have my name and Chris Bruner Fine Art Photography on the front. In the very back I've added my artist statement and a date and just really the edition number of that. There's also an index page that'll go in the back. It has each individual photo in it, so when you look at it, right, you kind of know what photos you're getting. It's not like a guess. You have a thumbnail to show you what you're buying. So the first thing in the folio will be the cover page. I'll sign it, I'll date it, I'll also put the edition on it. Now these are printed on Honeymuel bamboo paper. It's really a great paper. It's thin, feels good to the hands. I just really tried out a few different papers and I really love the Honeymuel, the bamboo paper. One other thing that I do is I'll use my embosser and I'll actually emboss the paper, which will validate the addition of it. And that's another reason for using the bamboo paper. It is a little thinner, so it embosses really nice and easily. So that's the first thing you'll see in the folio will be the title page. Now behind that will be the introduction, which is really the introduction to the series Looking for the Sun. It'll talk about Pawleys Island, it'll talk about the series, and just kind of what drove me to actually create the series. So the photographs are each 8 by 10 inches. I'll initial them, I'll put the edition on them, and I'll also put the date. They're printed on a Canson Baryta paper. So, and it's a 310 gram paper. So from a thickness standpoint, it's the equivalent of about 3 to 4 pieces of typical print paper. So it's a very thick paper. The Baryta is barium sulfite coated. So it's really like a traditional darkroom paper. Very, very nice feel to it. It doesn't have any optical brighteners, so it's not completely white. It does have a slight tone to it, so it really just makes the black and white photographs pop. So some of these photographs I had already printed and signed, so I didn't have to sign them all, and I actually had to go back and reprint about 6 of them for this edition. I usually wear white gloves when I'm handling photographs. The oil on your hands, especially the higher costing papers, it's interesting, the more expensive the paper, the easier it is to damage. It's kind of opposite of what you would think, so it's important to wear white gloves. The bonus image, that's a photograph that I took 19 years ago. It was taken with film. I really just like it. It's kind of neat. When you see the image, you can clearly tell that it was film. It has some dust specks and grains and things on it that definitely make it look like a film photograph. But it adds a little texture, if you will, to the overall folio. Okay, so here I'm just laying out the photographs to put them in order in the folio. There's really no specific rhyme or reason in this particular set of images what order they go in. The overall Looking for the Sun series there is, but for this folio I simply selected 12 photographs that I liked and added them to the folio. Now the images themselves, all my images are titled where they were taken and then a number. So if they're taken in Carolina, they'll be Carolina number, whatever. If they're in France, it'll be France number. So for these, the specific pictures in the folio will be Carolina 69, 71, 101, 103, 111, 126, 128, 146. So those are the landscape photographs. And then the portrait photographs, there's 4. It's Carolina 100, Carolina 125, Carolina 131, and then finally Carolina number 40. So those are the 12 images. They're in the folio. The introduction and title page goes in. It folds up really neat if you can get your hand under it. I have the index page, and then to finish it off, I just use a crystal clear bag. I put the folio in the bag, and then I'll take the index page and put it in the back. Therefore, when you look at it, you know what you're getting. Okay, so as far as the release of the folio, I have released it on my webpage now. To really kick it off and kind of get the momentum going, I'm giving away 1 folio. If you're interested in that, go to my Instagram. There's a link on how to do that. Basically, like the Instagram picture, share it, sign up for my newsletter, and you'll be in the drawing to win the first folio, which will be one of 150. Beyond that, the next 9 I'm gonna sell for $100, and then they'll go to their final price of $125. Thanks everybody for watching, and please go hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Until then, have a good day.